Unbelievable. Cheng Lei reveals how he really feels about Zhou Ye. Welcome back to Date Map, where every twist, every reveal, and every little moment in the entertainment world gets unpacked until you see the whole picture. Today's story is one you'll want to sit through until the very end, because Cheng Lei has just given us one of the most unexpected, eyebrow-raising moments of the year. And yes, it's about Zhou Ye. Two names, two careers on the rise, two people whose paths keep crossing in ways that fans just can't stop talking about. But until now, it's always been speculation, fan edits, and playful moments caught on camera. Today, we finally got something real, something from Cheng Lei's own mouth. And trust me, you're going to want to hear this. The build-up. Before we get into what Cheng Lei actually said, we need to take a step back. For those who might not know, Cheng Lei has been carving out his spot in the industry with a mix of strong performances and an image that's both approachable and refined. He's the kind of actor who can play a charming romantic lead in one project, then completely switch gears into a serious, intense role in the next. That versatility has earned him not just respect from directors, but also a devoted fan base. Then we have Zhou Ye, the breakout star, whose charisma seems to radiate in every frame she's in. From period dramas to modern romantic comedies, she has a way of making her characters memorable. Off-screen, she's witty, smart, and refreshingly straightforward in interviews. Put them in the same room and you get sparks. Not necessarily romantic, at least. Not officially, but the kind of energy that makes people notice. The first signs. Their first big public interaction happened at an award ceremony last year. They weren't co-stars, they weren't promoting the same project, and yet somehow every camera seemed to catch them. There was that moment when Zhou Ye was walking to her seat and Cheng Lei, sitting a few rows back, turned his head and watched her pass by. It wasn't the creepy kind of stare. It was quick, subtle, but definitely there. Fans caught it, clipped it, and shared it with captions like, "Sir, we saw that look and chenglei.exe has stopped working." Then came the brand event. Both of them were dressed to perfection, Zhou Ye in a sleek black dress, Cheng Lei in a tailored suit. They weren't standing next to each other in the group photo lineup, but at one point, the MC cracked a joke about ideal co-stars and Cheng Lei smiled, right in Zhou Ye's direction. The interview. Now fast forward to this week. Cheng Lei is doing a sit-down interview for a variety show's promotional tour. The atmosphere is relaxed. He's sipping tea, joking with the host, sharing behind-the-scenes moments from filming. Then the host throws in what seems like a lighthearted question. "So, Cheng Lei, if you had to choose one actress you'd like to work with in the future, who would it be?" The safe answer would have been something vague. "Oh, I admire so many," or "I'm open to working with anyone." But Cheng Lei doesn't do that. He pauses, leans back in his chair, and then says, without hesitation, "Zhou Ye." The host laughs, probably expecting him to follow it up with a casual reason. But Cheng Lei keeps going. "She's different. She has this presence that's not forced. When she's acting, it feels real. And when she's just being herself, it's even more interesting. I think working with her would be exciting." Exciting. He chose that word carefully. The aftershock. By the time the interview clip hit social media, it was already too late to control the narrative. Fans were dissecting every syllable. Some were over the moon. Shipping edits exploded overnight. Others were more cautious, saying it could just be professional admiration. But here's where it gets more interesting. Within hours, Zhou posted an Instagram story, just a simple picture of a script on her desk, with the caption, "New Project Prep." The script title wasn't visible. But that didn't stop fans from speculating that it might somehow involve Cheng Lei. Then a popular entertainment blogger dropped a cryptic post. Sometimes the future co-star is already in your messages. No names, no context. But the timing was suspicious. The chemistry theory. Longtime fans have noticed something about Cheng Lei. He's not the type to hand out compliments lightly. In past interviews, he's been polite but reserved when talking about colleagues. For him to say what he said about and to emphasize her presence and authenticity feels personal. It's the kind of description you give when you've actually observed someone closely, maybe on set, maybe in private industry gatherings, maybe in those moments the public never sees. There's also the eye contact factor. At events, Cheng Lei and Zhou Ye have been caught making these brief but loaded glances toward each other. Not the playful, exaggerated ones you do for cameras. The kind where you're silently acknowledging someone in the middle of a crowd. Fan reactions. The fandom is split into 3 camps right now. 1. The shippers. They've already named the pairing. They're making TikTok edits of Cheng Lei's exciting line set to romantic background music. They're convinced this is the beginning of something bigger. 2. The realists. They're saying, calm down. It's just a professional compliment. They believe people are reading too much into it, and that until there's a confirmed project together, nothing's certain. 3. The strategists. These are the ones thinking in PR terms. They suspect this could be a calculated hint at a future drama collaboration, designed to stir up buzz early. The possibility of a project. If we follow the strategist's logic, here's what makes sense. The entertainment industry loves a good tease. Dropping a name like Zhou Ye in an interview could be a way to start building anticipation for a casting announcement that's still months away. We've seen this before, actors mentioning each other in interviews, only for them to suddenly be coincidentally cast in a drama together later. It primes the audience, gets the hashtags trending, and guarantees attention when the official posters drop. If Cheng Lei and Zhou Ye are about to work together, the hype is already halfway built. Or something more personal. Of course, not everything has to be PR. Sometimes people just genuinely admire each other. Maybe Cheng Lei really has been impressed by Zhou Ye's work and personality. Maybe they've had conversations that left him thinking she'd be an ideal scene partner. But the way he phrased it, focusing not just on her acting, but on when she's just being herself, hints that he's seen that side up close. And that's where fans start wondering, how close exactly? The unspoken words. Here's the thing, Cheng Lei didn't need to elaborate. The host moved on, the interview ended, but the internet didn't. Every replay of that clip adds fuel to the fire. Every time someone hears the way he says different and exciting, they hear a layer beneath the words. And maybe that's the real genius of it. By saying just enough, Cheng Lei created a mystery, one that fans will keep talking about until either a drama announcement or something even more surprising. The bottom line. So what do we have? A direct, unprompted name drop of Zhou Ye. Specific praise about her authenticity and presence. A loaded word, exciting. Zhou Ye's cryptic new project post right after. A blogger hinting at behind-the-scenes connections. It's enough to make you think there's more to the story and that we're only seeing the surface. Whether this is the start of a professional collaboration, a subtle personal reveal, or just Cheng Lei being honest in the moment, one thing is certain, it's got everyone watching. And here on Date Map, we'll keep watching too, because sometimes a single sentence can change everything.